What does impact mean to you as the CEO of a nonprofit? Right. I had another great leader on the podcast out of the Knoxville area, a guy named Matt Ryerson, who's the CEO of United Way there. He said, often, when we think about the nonprofit space, often we're thinking about if we do our job, we'll get more funding next year, which means we just need to survive from this quarter to the next quarter to the next quarter to make sure that we hit our goals. But we have to rethink what impact means, because if we're just chasing the next round of funding, we really aren't quantifying what impact means for the people who we serve. So what does impact mean from your perspective in your seat?
Yeah, I think the living day to day and the just surviving is part of the starvation cycle that government puts us on. And quite frankly, it's the same cycle that government puts people who receive social services on, right? Live to day. And there's at least one or two theorists who have said, welfare levels are set in a way to thwart public participation on the part of marginalized communities. And I don't think that's intentional, but I think that's the byproduct. And I think the same goes for not-for-profits. I think for us, impact, several years ago, we started to actually measure the impact of what we're doing. And funders, to be fair, they'll say, all right, we gave you $100,000. You said you'd run 100 support groups that would reach 10,000 people. Send us a report that says that you did all that. The fact that you put 100 people in a support group doesn't mean anything. How did their lives change? Did you make them less anxious? Did you make them more self-sufficient? What was the actual impact of what you did? Not the activity, but how did you get to that end result?